So have you ever planned to work out, had every intention of eating well, and then you just had a bad day? Somehow you ended up doing exactly what you said you would not do. And then you felt worse, and that led to more of the same. Well, Harvard researchers have been studying that sort of exact pattern for about 2 decades, and what they found changes how you should think about fitness motivation completely. Dr. Jennifer Lerner at the Harvard Kennedy School developed what she called the EIC model, or emotion imbued choice model. Her research found specific emotions fundamentally reshape decision making around health behaviors in ways that are almost we're almost completely unaware of. This is critical for fitness and health choices. Um, when we feel sad, our brains interpret that as a signal that something valuable is missing. That sadness triggers that, and we seek immediate comfort. And that usually is in food, rest, avoidance, not because we've decided to. It's because our emotional, we'll call operating system, took over before our rational mind ever had a chance to weigh in. And here's why this matters specifically for adults over 50. Years after 50, bring genuine, I'll call it emotional challenges. Career transition, health concerns, loss, change. These are real, and they create a persistent emotional headwind against long-term investments. And staying strong requires a long-term investment. The research shows that people in this sort of sad or depleted emotional state systematically just make, I would say, poor short-term choices. They seek more immediate comfort, less future investment. The participants in Dr. Lerner's study were unaware this was happening. They believed they were making rational choices. However, the emotion was, running the show, sort of invisibly to them. But here's what the research gets sort of exciting. Um, the team found that genuine gratitude, real appreciation for something that's, very specific in your life, not, perform positivity, was one of the most powerful anecdotes, available. Grateful participants in her study were significantly more sort of willing to invest in future rewards over that immediate comfort. They made more patient, more forward thinking choices almost automatically. Um, for adults over 50, building long term strength, this sort of was an enormous finding. Our entire project, if you will, and getting older and stronger is a long-term investment. Gratitude is the emotional state that we need to make that investment. Feel real and worth making, even on hard days. And it's a simple, really, the practice, 60 seconds. Before your next workout, pause and name, one sort of real thing you're genuinely grateful for, about your fitness journey. Not a goal, not something you want to achieve. It's something that already exists. The ability to move, the community that we're building, the progress you've already made. The research shows that brief emotional sort of reorientation measurably shifts how your brain weighs the immediate effort against the future benefit. It's not positive thinking. This is applied neuroscience. The full alignment practice, including a morning routine, the mood tracker, the complete Harvard research and that breakdown is in the free UCAN personal workbook at gettingolderandstronger.com. That link is in the description. subscribe to the channel. We're going to do Pillar N next week in the UCAN system, the final and really the most powerful piece of the UCAN system. And before you go, take the 1 minute to go through the gratitude activation, right now. And before you close the video, name one thing, drop it in the comments, and I read every one.